Hi, I'm Anthony, and my idea is Wakamau, and I'm hoping that we can meet at the table. I think Glenn will be most interested in my idea, and maybe I'm optimistic about David. Hello.
Hello.
Dragon.
Try it again. We're not dragons. Okay. I mean, John's a little scaly, but we're not dragons.
Okay, thanks for having me. My name is Anthony Olugbenga, and I'm here to present to you Wakamau. Have you thought of a situation where someone from HR went to sit down with someone in estimation to figure out what estimation does? Or have you thought of a situation where someone in estimation sits down with someone in maintenance to see exactly what they do? So the next time they get an estimation job, they have an idea of what they do on site. And that's what brings about Wakamau. It is a job shadowing program, and it's an opportunity for employees to experience colleagues from a different perspective and to get insight into what they do and different career paths at Plan Group. All right, this is how it's meant to work. So a requester will be the person looking to go to a different department, sends a web form to the coordinators, and the coordinator sends an email to the department manager to confirm resource availability, date, time, and all the logistics. The coordinator replies to the requester with a date and time that's been set up. Then once that's completed, the requester sends a feedback as to what worked well and what didn't, and feedbacks on what can be improved. What are the benefits of Wakamau to employees? It gives perspective. So when I sit down with someone at a different department, it gives me a perspective of what they do. So I better understand the processes within the other departments. It builds a bond with coworkers because then I have a relationship with someone in the other department. I can always call them up. If I have questions, I can relate more to them because the ice has been broken. Benefits to Plan Group. It builds employee cohesiveness because now I have a relationship with the other department. It builds lifelong commitments to Plan Group. It creates room for career growth and encourages an open door policy within Plan Group. May I ask you this? I will require a coordinator to work with me on this. So I need someone that knows, ideally someone from HR, but someone that knows how to run this program. I need a company-wide publicity, so that way the people at HR knows this is a program that we run company-wide, so it's not new to them. I don't have a dollar figure yet, but this is something we can discuss. Thanks for your time.
Great. Steve, any clarifying questions?
Yeah, can you just walk me through the process, like the requester coordinator, just from start to finish again?
So there's a Google web form or some Microsoft web form that I go in, I fill that out. I'd like to report, I'd like to shadow someone in safety, health and safety for 8 hours on Friday, December the 11th. Okay, the manager agrees. Oh yeah, it's not a busy day. We have Joe available and he's able to sit with John.
Okay.
And once that's done on September the 20th, he sent a feedback saying, oh yeah, it went well. I met with Joe, this is what I learned, and this is what I think we can improve on.
Okay.
So
the coordinator is like external from...
That's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is the duration fixed? Is it a day all the time, or is what's your thought on A, the duration, and B, is it all types of roles within the company, or does it have specific focus and target?
I would think specific focus.
Okay.
And for date and time, I think that will be, I'm thinking maybe once or twice a year, each employee has an opportunity to go job shadow somebody else.
Sorry, you finished?
Did I answer your question?
I'm finished.
You're finished. Good. That's a first. Okay. Yeah, that was one of my questions. So you're really thinking this would be the equivalent, I guess, of like a cop ride-along.
That's right.
Right?
That's correct.
And the same kind of thing, and I'm just here to watch and observe and understand.
That's correct.
You're usually in the back of the
I'm always driving the car. Dave?
can you give me a better sense? We were just talking about the ride-along thing. If I'm shadowing someone for a day, what am I doing?
So for one day, all you're doing is understanding what they do, just to get an insight as to what they do.
So you're sitting beside the person, you're asking questions, you're observing, and all that kind of
Exactly, yes.
stuff. And if I'm the person being shadowed, or whatever we call it, am I allocating a portion of my day to explaining what I'm doing to the person? Here's this process, here's that. Is that? I'm trying to figure out the role of each person.
Yeah, that's correct.
So because it's not just ride along and sit quietly and observe. There's some active work on both
sharing.
parts,
That's
right?
correct.
For sure.
Yes.
You can't play with the lights or the gun, but you can actually understand what they're doing.
Okay. Yeah. But understanding it, there is work, right? I mean,
Yes. For
there's a role here.
It's still work. That's right.
There's a role here for both sides to play.
Agreed.
And expectations to lay out.
That's right.
So it's not just we set two people up and they go off for a day and we're done, right? There's some real
Work that needs to be
there's
done, yes.
some real thinking that needs to go into
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Okay, thanks very much for the presentation. We're going to sit back a few minutes and deliberate about what we think, and we'll call you back in.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah, great presentation.
I think it went pretty good. They had a lot of questions, and I'm able to clarify these questions for them.
What's everybody think?
Steve?
I mean, it embodies crossing the floor for sure, which I like about
Yep.
it. Crossing the floor is something that I don't feel like I necessarily need a program in place to do.
Yeah, so I mean, I think I'm with you. Like, there's value here.
For sure.
Is it the way that the logistics are laid out? I don't think so. I don't think that will actually even work. If you open up that anybody can request anything from anyone at any time.
Yeah, you got to think it through.
Yeah.
Like there's something there that has to be facilitated for sure. And I don't know whether you mandate it or whether you open it up and have it from BUs to BUs, and maybe it doesn't take HR. It takes buy-in from the BUs with people who have interest to other BUs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are my thoughts.
I see the value, but I also see that it can just become a bit of a beast. I think it's a hard thing to keep going. So I'm not sure it works. I like the idea, but I need to understand more about how we would want to implement it.
And on that note, I have a bunch of engineers in my group that I would love to get them some more real site experience.
I think there's a kernel of something in here. It's a positive idea. We want more of these
It
things,
is,
and we
yeah.
want people to come forward, right?
Yeah.
So,
Agreed. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Anthony, first off, a fantastic idea. We love the idea, and we had concepts about this all the time. And you've done a perfect job at articulating what we think we really need. And we have a policy here of a problem shared is a problem halved. We can't give you everything you need here. I mean, so we can't say we're fully on board, but we will tell you this. We will absolutely believe in the third part of the program. At this point right now, we need to know more about how this would work. And what we're willing to dedicate here is this group, as a group, is willing to sit down and work through and come up with some ideas about this to see what might be possible.
Okay.
We're not ready with company-wide policy yet. We can't really dedicate a full coordinator for it, but we love the idea.
Okay.
And so at this point, it's a sort of, if we could call it that. We really want to explore the idea more.
Okay.
So if you're in on that, we're in on that.
Okay. I'm in on that.
Okay, fantastic.
Good.
I just want to thank you for your time. Thanks for considering this, and I'm sure once we try to implement this, it will go a long way.
Well, we look forward to looking at it again and,
All right,
and
definitely.
dive into this a little harder.
All right, awesome. Thank you. So I'm hoping at some point we can get together, flush out the details, and maybe not company-wide yet. Maybe start with a business unit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting up that conversation.